Hello, my name is Alexander Myers, and I'm going to be presenting a speech, a motivational speech about emotional procrastination. People may ask, what is procrastination? It means that typically everyone puts things off sometimes, but procrastinators would avoid difficult tasks that are too hard for them. Procrastination can often relate to self-control as well as general human ability to predict how we would feel tomorrow or the day after. Perfectionists would often be considered as procrastinators. Many, many of them would agree that, that it is not their way of justifying how they put things off. Therefore, this perfect environment supports procrastination by contributing and supplying them television, video games, and smartphones. Pretty much anything that would not be considered as productive or efficient. When a procrastinator says, I don't like it, it takes control over a fundamental part of their brain to be able to make goals or start a hobby for themselves. However, it starts to produce a downward spiral, all sorts of negative emotions or feelings that put off future efforts for bettering themselves. Procrastination can also include some degree of self-deception or delusion. At some level, procrastinators are aware of the truth of their actions. On the bright side, it is possible to overcome procrastinating, and that is with effort. Change of behavior can consume a lot of mental energy, but engaging in highly structured people, human beings can often be considered as pain-avoiding creatures. We explore to avoid things we don't like or that could bring us pleasure, happiness, and joy. Oftentimes, these human practices take form in procrastination. But however, as we procrastinate, by avoiding things that could be very painful for us, we often end up bringing more pain upon ourselves. Waiting to pay bills or rent, putting off to go in and seeing a doctor are ways we procrastinate. That could bring severe consequences, and yet, why do we still do it? Parenting can especially have an impact on the procrastinating nature of children. Overfunctioning parents, or parents who try to do everything for their child, over time, they won't be able to develop a sense of independence and self-control. In the future, this may lead to a child growing up to be a procrastinating adult. Lives can be destroyed by procrastination. Certain kinds of procrastination have severely negative consequences if we do not take care of the burdens that we have weighed down against us. To fix this sooner rather than later. Social media has also become a key factor in this as well, as people have access to information in various sites to check and update. They get immediate gratification, making it seem more rewarding to avoid things we should be doing. Procrastination can become so serious, it can grow into constant procrastination. This can often be attributed to obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD, as people are so caught up in the details that they're not able to complete any sort of daily responsibilities. On a given day, about 1 in 5 people will actively choose to do something, or even perhaps everything, depending on how their day goes. In 1978, only 5% of people being surveyed admitted to being chronically affected by procrastination. But by today, about more than 25% of more people have been admitted to chronic procrastination. Procrastination can cause delays over time in life. That is why it is so important today to stay focused and get each task complete. That's all I want to say. That's my speech, chronic of emotional procrastination.